So I got David Jewkes with me. David, I met him a long time, and you probably don't remember. Met you, we had a powwow or an outing at Rock Creek.
Yep.
Along to, but geez, that was in the early 2000s, something like that.
90s.
Early 90s?
90s, yeah.
Early 90s, and I met David, and he's been searching for this stuff, and that's kind of his specialty area. All these UFOs here, and he's got, man, I've twisted his leg, and he's going to tell me some of these stories that's been holding out on me. And don't hold back, man, David. I want all the good stuff.
All right. This is a pretty good story, I think, to start out with. Has anybody out there been held at gunpoint when you're out looking for this stuff? Well, we had an incident, and it's probably 1992, I believe, up there in Rock Creek in Miners Gulch. We got there after work, me and my two brother-in-laws, and pulled in there at dark about 9 o'clock, drove down there, and I could see this El Camino, a beat to crap El Camino, sitting out in the middle of the sagebrush, kind of by that camping area where you can pull some fifth wheels across the street from Miners Gulch. So we pulled down in there. I knew that place was there, a good place to camp. Started pitching the tent, and we were just pitching the tent and talking. All of a sudden, this guy comes busting through the trees, and he says, he had a double-barrel shotgun, and he points it at us and goes, "No, you guys got to get out of here. Nobody's going to steal my gold." Okay? And then I go, and I try to read what I was saying, and I told him that nobody's going to be taking your gold. You need to calm down just a little bit. We're up here just camping. But little did he know that we were up there going to do a little search ourselves, but I didn't let him know that right off the bat. Finally got him calmed down, and then we walked back to his car, and then I told him I knew the area real well. We found out, he told us he's from Eugene, Oregon. All the way, he's never been to Utah before. And he came down here to find the Lost Rhoades gold mine. And he was just coming to get it. And so, and then he said some guy or his brother or some friend was going to come down with the motorhome and meet him there. Then they were going to go do their search. So we got him all calmed down, walked over to his car with him. That thing was loaded with guns and ammo and picks and shovels and boxes of stuff, and his whole front seat was loaded up. Only one guy could fit in there. So anyway, we got talking, and he pulls out this three big ring binder, chock full of handwritten papers. This was before some of these Thompson's books and Gail Rhoades books were out, even, I think, in 92. When was the first one? The first hardbound book of the Lost Rhoades mine, that was way back.
Yeah, that was back in the late 70s.
So that one was, I think, about the only one out before that, right? Yeah. And there's no internet in 92.
Nope.
So I don't know where he got all, it was that thick, full of papers, all handwritten, and even some chicken scratch map looking things on there. Yeah.
So he had some information.
Yeah, so I picked his brain, because now I'm thinking, okay, where'd this guy get? There's no books on this. I've heard of stories and been wandering around out there. Anyway, so we talked to him for 3 hours, okay, over there. And I was going through that thing, reading some of the stuff, and some of the stuff now that's out in the books now are in there. But he had other stuff that's not even in the books now.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I would like to find him now again, but I don't know if he's around.
If you're out there, man, let's get a hold of us, man. We want to hear this.
I have a name. I remember his name, and he gave me a business card. I still have the card.
Give me the first name. Don't give the last
His first name's Bobby.
Bobby, man, if you're seeing this, man, we need to talk to you. Where'd you get your information?
So, anyway, so we talked to him for a while. We figured, all right, do we stay here? This guy's kind of crazy. Okay, coming with the guns. Do we want to sleep 100 yards away from him at night? And I figured, nah, I ain't going to risk this, because I've heard of crazy stories, man. You ain't waking up. Okay, this guy's going to go get the gold. He got some information from me. I knew the area. And so we packed up the tent. We got out of Dodge. We went clear over to, I think we went over to Soapstone. Okay, camped over there. Yeah, we drove all the way over Wolf Creek, back over, and that was when it was the dirt road. And then we got up there at 9. We didn't leave there till midnight. So anyway, that's that story. But to continue on this story about this guy, George Thompson came out with his book. I think it's the orange one, or is it the first blue one in 92 when his book came out? in 94 maybe or something like that.
You're not talking about the Some Dreams Die one, you're talking
No, the blue one with the picture Rhoades on the face, and then they come out with the red one.
Yeah.
It's in one of them. There's a story in there. I was reading that book. I got it when it came out. Started reading through that, all the Rock Creek stuff first. And then I read this paragraph in there. Up on Two Roos Pass, up by not Kidney Lake, but Rudolph Lake. There's a trail. It's called the Two Roos Pass Trail that goes all the way across the mountain, then you walk down into Rudolph Lake. It's supposed to be a big mine back there. We found a rock cairn. That's kind of another story, but I found a great big rock cairn right on the top of that hill, right off the trail. It's 15 foot in diameter, about 4 or 5 feet high. Big pile of rocks right there. On the old Spanish maps, it's showing that. Anyway, this guy in the story on Thompson's book, 2 guys were walking up out of Kidney. Here comes 2 guys. One guy was described as a big Mexican bandit and had bullets crisscrossed over his shirt, and he had his guns. And he told those 2 guys, "What are you guys doing here? Nobody's gonna steal my gold. You guys gotta get out of here." And I'm going, that's gotta be the same dude, man. It's just gotta be the same year. So that's gotta be him. I think that's a pretty crazy story. You know, so I don't know who the 2 guys were. If anyone here at the gathering, that was you. That's the story.
That said, man, that's a wrap.